Awkward silence till the outro or intro happens. Woo!
Right.
Oh.
And then where's my other controls here? Here's my other controls. Hey! Fuck yeah.
Big PP. Whoa. What the fuck? What? Why he mute? I don't understand. You know, fuck it, whatever. What's up, dudes? Welcome to the Frosty stream where we always keeping it frosty. We have Jake today, and we are this is episode 12, and he's wearing a come and go shirt. That's great. Haha, funny. But we're gonna be doing a freestyle talk thing and awesomeness stuff. He is starting up his stream. Or well, he did start his stream, but it was on starting soon. So I don't know what the fuck he is doing. It is just muted now. Hello.
Welcome, Frosty.
What's
This
up?
is the Impulse Squared podcast, number 12. Holy shit. Number 12, 3 months of podcast. We had to not do it on Saturday because I was busy and I didn't want to miss a podcast. So I cheated and used my powers of bosshood to move it to Monday, but then that didn't work for anyone. So we just moved it to today.
Yes,
Tuesday.
fuck yeah.
So fuck you, Frosty. I'm never going to miss a podcast because I could just move the days at will.
Fuck you. I can suggest things, okay? The power of suggestion is great, all right?
It really
also,
is.
what's
It
up,
really
Caleb
is.
from Argentina? How you doing? How's your day going in Argentina? Or night, whatever it is.
Argentina, that's fucking awesome. Big shout out to Argentina. We love our Argentinians.
Yeah, that's like a really far away. That's far away.
Yeah, that's a really far away. So I am your host, Noshami, aka Noshami from Impulse Squared, aka your mom's favorite PvPer.
Give you a boner.
You know, doing all the first person shooters and all the stuff. I am above you, Frosty. You are below me. We have that sort of measure of consistency right now.
Oh my god. Dude, this makes things even worse because for me it shows that you are over here, but on your stream normally you would be over here. Yeah, I just did it like how I normally do, where like it's the screen of Discord and then it's got like my overlay around it and then the chat is like on the side and like.
Oh shit, that's big brain going side to side. Let me do that real quick. Hey, y'all bear with me while I adjust things.
Dude,
here.
It's so easy. You literally just have to pull up your Discord screen.
Shut up, that's what I did. I just don't have a copyright.
How did you? No, it's like the whole screen. Like it's screen sharing my like entire screen.
Oh, you're just your fucking, what is it? Display capture?
Yeah, and then I have it full screened. Big brain.
Oh shit.
As you can see, we are learning new things every day. There are two like black bars above and below us though, but it's whatever. It doesn't really matter that much, I don't think.
Nobody cares about the black bars.
Yeah, this is big chillin'. Well, while he's setting up his stuff, check this out, Caleb. Look at this. It's a kitty. Look at the kitty. I just woke her up and she's angry now. She's an angry cat and she's probably going to eat my face.
Last second adjustments and then right click, transform, fit to screen.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. You lay on my desk, then you get woken up whenever I feel like you get woken up, okay?
There we go.
Deal.
Nice. That feels good. That feels good.
Yeah.
Side feels great.
Yes, it does. Are you on... Am I pointing at you right now or no?
No, you're on the other side.
Fuck. Okay, well, it works. Jake is over here. Introduce yourself, Jake.
Hi, I am Jake, aka Noshami from Impulse Squared. The best fucking FPS gamer that ever was, just completely underrated. I don't have to shine because I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I am underrated talent. I also make all the music that is featured on the Impulse Squared channel, and if you are designing anything that needs audio engineering, I am your guy.
Audio man.
Yeah, I'm the audio man. I'm the audio man, and I'm the one who coined the catchphrase "Boom Impulse" because that's
And I am boom Frosty. That's who I am, the man.
You immediately borked it.
It's okay. It still sounded good. Maybe.
It sounded okay, I guess.
Yes, I'm Frosty, aka Bored to Entertain.
Yeah,
AKA
right over here. I got Big Frosty, aka Bored to Entertain, aka Jaden. This man has been with us for a little bit now, and he is absolutely wonderful. He is probably the most underrated entertainer of this day and age. So big shout out to Big Frosty. Thank you so much for joining and sticking around, my man. I hope you have been having a good time so far.
As I said, every podcast, even though that almost didn't happen, but still true to my word. Every podcast.
Every podcast. He hit me up yesterday, actually, the day before, actually, and he was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna make the podcast. You win." He's
like, fuck.
I'm not gonna make it, Jake. You win. And I was like, you know what? No, I want this to keep going. We're doing it tomorrow.
And then I forgot about it today. And then like 5 minutes into when we were supposed to do it, like an hour and a half ago, I was like, shit, it's happening. And then I was like, because like I planned on going to like the store with my mom and shit. And I was like, okay, well, now I gotta do that later. And yeah, now podcast. Woo! Fuck yeah. Priorities.
Hey, Frost, I gotta let you know on some bad news.
Uh-oh.
Fucking Robin here just called you out. What? Yeah, I called you the most underrated podcast, the most underrated like entertainer of our day and age, and she's like, he's okay.
That's some fuck shit. You know what, Robin? I'm never gonna look your stream ever again.
Oh, don't be like that, Frosty. And then she says, nah, he's great, to be honest. Don't backtrack now, Robin. You was keeping it 100 before, and then now you're just
nah. This is just the real Robin, all right? She's just putting a front on for you, just so you're like, so yeah, bad Frosty, you know?
Yeah, bad Frosty.
That makes no sense. I'm sorry. I don't know what my brain be doing half of the time, because half of the time the brain cells
Frosty, you got some things you need to work out with whoever your partner is going to be.
Yeah,
because
of course,
you may have some underlying desires that are atypical of the male companion.
What you trying to say, huh? What you trying to say, bruh?
I'm trying to say you're a sub.
Oh. What the fuck, dude? You know what?
Do you like a sub sandwich?
I do. Sub sandwich good.
Very good. Freaking Torlo's lighter.
Yes.
No, I'm bringing out the eggs need God energy. And then, oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You haven't seen the full force of the egg needs God energy, Jake.
No, I have not.
It is horrible. It is scary and horrible.
I bet it is.
Oh, there's ads. Nice. So content
are for chumps.
Huh?
Advertisements are for chumps. You suck.
Bro, dude, I literally tried to get rid of my ads. I wanted to like delete them. I wanted them to go kablamo
you don't want
and
that
gone.
Ad revenue from your thousands of viewers?
Yeah, of course. What?
Can you imagine like thousands of people show up for like 5 minutes and then they all leave and nobody follows? Oh, he muted himself. Damn. Guess Mama Jaden's in the room. Right? By the way, Jaden's mom.
And
I can't.
You can hear me.
I'm doing the podcast. So wait, is it a long story or? Oh, okay, what's up?
And they grabbed his computer for tax.
So while Jaden's muted, I'm just gonna keep talking about Mama Jaden. So Mama Jaden actually has a YouTube channel up, and I visited her on the regular. And there's been plenty of times where I've gone ahead and I've enjoyed the content. We'll say I have enjoyed the content, and it's been wonderful. He's no longer muted. He's just.
I was not talking to my mom. I was talking to my fucking brother. Okay, so go fuck yourself. And also, he told me a funny story that I can't say on podcast. So dwell on the fact that there's a funny story that you don't get to know.
That's fine. I told a funny story on my own.
I could hear you talking and I could hear him talking at the same time, and my brain was shitting itself. I
clip Robin. No, I'm married. I'm gonna die.
Yes, clip it, and put it in his channel, or not in his channel, on his Discord.
She's gonna hit up my wife on Discord directly and be like, "Look what he's saying about other women's." My wife's gonna be like, "What the fuck, Jake?" And I'm just gonna be like, "Dude, it's Mama Jaden. What am I gonna do?"
Dude, what the fuck? I don't go around saying, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck your wife" type shit. Like, come on, man. At least I'm respectful.
Different. Because it's like if you had if you were married or something, I would never say this shit on your wife. But your mama.
I don't talk about your mama.
Well, you should.
I don't even know your mama.
To attack anyone, don't worry. Oh, great.
Oh God, man.
Speaking of talking about other people's wives, apparently Chris Rock got slapped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about that.
Yeah, everyone knows about that. I'm sick of hearing about it. The modern fucking noble class had a spat. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
It was kind of funny though.
But let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about that for a second. So Will Smith defended like his wife's honor or something.
Mm-hmm. Because she's bald, and he made.
What I'm wondering is why.
I don't know, because in that clip, it looked like when Chris Rock,
like she can take like non-husband dick, but she can't take a fucking joke.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like when you look at the clip, when he says the joke,
why is that man good to her?
That's facts. That's actually really facts. Didn't she cheat on him or some shit?
Several times.
Okay, yeah, that's fucked. But
and he knew about it the whole time. Apparently, like they were supposed to be on break or something. Like he defended her honor, so like she's gonna let Will Smith watch so hard tonight, and I'm really happy for him.
The part of that, like the whole joke thing that didn't really make sense to me, is that when he tells the joke, fucking the camera like shows like is on Will Smith when he's saying it, right? So it shows his reaction, and you can see him laugh at it.
Yeah, he's laughing until he looks at his wife and he's like, "Oh shit, I guess I have to do something now. Let me walk up to him and slap, not even deck him like a proper man should when defending the wife's honor. He just open-handed slaps him like a bitch." And I don't mean like a bitch as in Chris Rock's a bitch. I'm saying Will Smith can't throw a fucking hit.
Like, I mean, he did smack him pretty fucking hard, but like that shit was funny. I thought it was funny.
Listen. If it was anyone other than Chris Rock or Kevin Hart, do you think Will Smith would have stood up? Like, can you imagine Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson telling that joke? Do you think Will Smith would have done shit? No, he would have been sat there looking scared. It's like, am I more afraid of my wife or am I more afraid of The Rock?
They're both equally bald. I can't tell. But The Rock would definitely
the proper PR route for Impulse Squared probably shouldn't be to double down on the jokes and keep telling them.
It is what it is. It's a stupid moment in pop culture, so fuck it, whatever, right? It's not like Will Smith is gonna show up to our house and smack us for it.
Well, I'm not fucking smack him back. Try me. I
would gladly take that hit.
Their lives are fucking great. They have millions of fucking dollars and all the fucking love in the world from millions of their adoring fucking fans and followers and whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it, bro. Smack me. I'll get it on recording and I'll go get famous for it. Why not?
Yeah.
I'll take the victim card. Be like, hey, yo, Will Smith just attacked one of his biggest fans. Fucking BuzzFeed and TMZ, where you at? That's some fuck shit, but
yeah, I think it's all some fuck shit.
It's a very
and then video footage pops up of Will Smith himself from 1991 also making a bald joke.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? You fucking hypocrite. That's why that's number one reason why I'd like to double down on the bald jokes. It's like, who gives a fuck?
His wife is a dom.
Will Smith's wife? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will Smith's a cuck.
God damn. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. Yes. Will Smith gets cucked by his wife.
Absolutely. I don't know how many men she was seeing. I don't know how many flights.
Was it confirmed?
Yeah.
Or like I thought it was just one. Or no, I know
there
that
was
like
there was a whole interview and everything, and Will Smith's crying like a bitch, and he's just like, "Yeah, I knew about it. We talked about it. There was problems in our marriage." I'm just like,
then
at
why
first
you
I was
crying
like,
about it?
I feel fucking bad for him. But secondly, if your chick's doing like that to you, and you're supposed to be married to each other and supposed to like uphold each other's honor through whatever situation is going on in life, that's not what a proper wife should do. And I'm not saying that all marriages should be the same. I'm not saying all marriages should like be like traditional or whatever. Fine, fair enough. But at least if you're married to someone, you're expected to hold like a certain measure of dedication to your partner. And
Like-
she doesn't show that. The proper move for Will Smith would have been to leave, and then when Chris Rock drops that ball joke, he just freely laugh.
Just laugh at the joke. But imagine how awkward that is for like their kids.
Oh, apparently Jaden was up on Jaden Smith, who
I know what you're talking about.
He was up on Twitter like that's how we do it, and I was tempted to like get up on the impulse Twitter and be like, dude, it didn't happen. Hands aren't real, so slaps aren't real, right?
Fucking what? Well, I seen a meme. I seen a meme on it on Twitter or whatever, and someone posted like underneath whatever he said, and it was like a scene from the Karate Kid movie where he was getting his ass fucking beat, dude. Yeah, we roll like that. Yeah. Talking all that smack, getting his ass kicked.
We roll like that while his old ass dad is over there slapping people, like literally not even full fist, not even, none of that gangster shit.
It's the proper way to punch someone, man. They're at the fucking the Oscars, bro. You gotta do it with formality, you know.
Yeah. Got to do it proper amongst a modern noble classman.
Imagine a backhand. That would have been great. That would have been great.
That would have been acceptable. But it was an open-handed forward slap. Like
he had force, bro. It was like a downward motion. It was like,
well, I mean, of course, dude. It's fucking Chris Rock.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
That's what I was saying. Chris Rock and Kevin Hart up there. Of course, Will Smith's gonna do something. Anyone bigger than them? Nah.
I like how like The Rock was like the first fucking thing that came to. Imagine like John Cena, some shit up there.
Well, I mean, you can't see him anyway, so how is Will Smith gonna find him?
Facts. You know what? You fucking got me. You got me. You know that like the whole "you can't see me" thing wasn't he wasn't trying, like it was like a whole like you can't see me because I'm on a different level kind of thing, not just I'm invisible, you can't see me.
Okay.
Like that's what it was, and like
it's
and then
still
it
stupid.
just got it. No, but like the intention was completely different than how like the memes like eventually like spun out of control and shit. Right. And then but I don't know. I think John Cena S tier person.
He is an S tier person, yeah. So far as I know, he's the number one like responder and like fulfiller of like Make-A-Wish Foundation like requests.
And also better rapper than The Rock.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that right now because The Rock featured in one track for half a verse and was 100% coached by Tech Nine.
And it wasn't even like okay, it was mid at most.
It sounded cool, but that's your sound engineer, that's your producer, that's not you.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think that like a lot of the lines that he had like worked really like well together with it. I don't know. I didn't really like the wording with it.
It was cool presentation, and that was about it.
Yeah, it was like an epic lead up moment to that, and it's like, oh my god, The Rock is a rapper now, no way. But then it's like that's about it. It's like fan service for The Rock.
Yeah, it was half a verse, and that was it. I was like, damn, okay.
It was
if he did like a full song with that kind of sound, that'd be awesome. I would actually buy it.
Yeah,
it'd be a banger for sure.
What I got out of it was a great opportunity to meme on one of my Instagram posts and do that entire fucking like that entire thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Posted it word for word on one of my pictures, which was great.
Nice. Well, yeah, it's half a verse. How many words can there be?
There's surprisingly a lot more than you would think. It's like, I don't know. I don't remember how much, but it was like, there was a decent amount to it. But
Okay.
yeah.
So
John Cena better than The Rock. Both of them better than Will Smith.
Well, I come from like, I'm not sure if it's, maybe Jaden, you could probably give me some perspective on this. When it came to being a rapper from when I was younger, part of actually being a rapper meant doing all of your own stuff, from writing to the presentation to the actual rapping or whatever. Is it the same these days? Are rappers from these days still hung up on like doing their own stuff and like trying to sort of build themselves rather than having a team of writers or anything like that?
I know that there's a lot of people out there that do have writers and shit, but it seems like a lot of, I mean, I don't really know too much about rap, but it seems like a lot of people write their own shit, but they always have a producer. Like they don't, a lot of the times they don't produce it themselves. They like they don't make any of the beats or anything. They just fucking they just do the rapping portion.
Normally, it would, even back then, it would always be someone else doing the beats. That's why Dr. Dre was so big. He is because he was the producer. He was the producer of that era.
But like you got to think, like, do you think someone else wrote fucking Gucci Gang? Do you think someone else did that, or do you think he wrote it himself?
I don't think anyone else. Listen, if there were multiple writers, they got grossly overpaid.
Yeah, facts. And I don't know. Yeah, the rapping just nowadays, I don't know, man. I don't really care.
I don't know if it's more of an industry thing or more focused on their presentation, or if it's still like, you battle your way up, you write your own stuff, and you don't need anyone but a producer and an idea.
A lot of the times it's just like flex. The more you flex, the more people want you.
Okay, so yeah,
a lot of time. That's for like that's for like the rappers that usually come around and get super famous for a little bit and then like slowly start to die down. A lot of the times. A lot more like, for example, like Drake or whatever. I mean, yeah. I'm sure he does.
Well, I'm pretty sure Drake was at sort of like the tail end of the I write my own stuff type thing before
he's been around for a minute.
Yeah, before he had, went on to just be about the presentation or whatnot. I never really liked Drake. I thought that he had a lot of potential as a competitive rapper, which is more the type that I'm focused on, the people who actually were like on streets and, doing battles, getting their name out. I felt like he had potential to be like a very competitive dude, and then I heard he was just coming out with like music that pretty much sounded like love songs and suicide notes. So I was just like, I ain't about that.
Yeah, that's what I kind of noticed that someone, I don't listen to his music like at all unless like someone else playing it or someone else is playing it. But a good example of someone who is going to be lasting for a long time, I think is going to be lasting a long time, that didn't really care too much. I don't think cared about presentation too much, was X or whatever. I think X, like, fucking phenomenal music.
Exhibit?
No. XXX Temptation.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked into him. I have not looked into him.
See, he, like, for like my generation and stuff.
Is he still coming out with music?
He did, bro. I think there's still some music, but he's not like it's not really anything like.
I sort of put him in the same class as if I can recall some modern names. 6ix9ine, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug.
Yeah.
I sort of put him in that class. But if he's still like outlasting that, then he might be the competitive type from at least a marketing standpoint. I'm not sure from a lyrical one. He's
like S tier from all of them. Like people compare him to like big time like rappers, even like back in the day. Like people would be like, yeah, X is like the modern day Tupac type shit, which I don't think there'll ever be another Tupac. That's very questionable. I don't think there'll be another
Tupac because Tupac came from like I said, from the days where you battled in the streets to get your name up, and a producer hears about you, picks you up, markets you, and if you succeed, you succeed, and if you don't,
and he fucking dominated,
back to
bro.
square one. Yeah, no, Tupac went all big because he was really, really good. He was up there with Eminem and Cassidy, and especially Cassidy. Cassidy is dumb good. He's still coming out with battles these days from different circuits like Smack and URL. Grind Time's not a thing anymore. I think he did one King of the Dot appearance. I'm not sure if you know what I'm talking about, but these are different. These are different. Basically companies that host a bunch of rap battles and whatnot. And there's a lot of old heads coming back. Like I know Cannabis came back for some, but he got smacked. He got smacked.
Homie got shitted on.
Cannabis keeps taking L's.
Yeah, I know. I got like a general idea on like certain things that happen within like the rap industry, but it's very, very slim because I'm more of like
shady.
No, I'm more. I like more like rock, grunge.
Oh yeah, you and I
both.
But I've always loved the competitive nature, like the blending of competitive nature with music, and I think hip hop was a beautiful genre to pick for that.
Yeah, I definitely like it.
Simply because you have a lot of lyrical technicality to it that you just don't have with other genres of music.
Oh yeah, and like especially with like focusing on like bars, you know, like poetry kind of style of like writing and all that, and like having like a certain flow with it,
and metaphors, like, and
that shit is insane.
Yeah, it takes an incredible volume of content, talent, content.
It definitely dominates like the lyrical standpoint of like
yes,
music.
It absolutely does. Now I'll listen to metal. I'll still listen to like different because they'll still have like, you know, battle of the bands type events at like high schools and whatnot. So I'll still watch those every so often, watch what bands come up. But that, I guess that only really works in the rap industry, and there again, it only really worked up until about the mid 2000s.
Yeah, no one really cares about like I could see a rap battle popping off way more with my generation, and especially with my generation actually, than like oh, Battle of the Bands is happening. Sweet.
It's basically basically a mini concert is what it is.
Yeah, no one really, I don't know. It doesn't have the charm that it would have in like the very early 2000s and like 90s and stuff. Like
I
don't know. There are some like some places that like they hold like concerts and like punk and grunge concerts and like small areas like garages and like shit
we got
like
a few scenes like that out here in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, there's a place called I think it's called the Garage or whatever. I've never been there before, but I knew some people that would go there frequently, and it was like this. I'm pretty sure it was literally in a garage. I'm not 100%,
That's awesome.
But it was like this big room, and it like had that fucking like 90s like Nirvana type fucking like
nice
feel
I love that.
to it.
I've always loved that aesthetic. That, you know, you just pack the garage with your friends and I don't know, a few classmates or you know, college dorm mates or whatever, and just
it's like the perfect amount of like edge, you know, not like where you're like trying to be like a poser like fucking like, oh, I'm edgy, man, and you're not actually edgy, you know what I mean? Like the stereotypical edgelord of this day and age type shit, you know?
Yep.
It's like,
what does that even look like these days? Because back then it was like, you know, baggy trip pants and you know, black metal shirts.
Typically I would say
wristbands with studs and chokers and all that.
It's like that. It's like that. It's
oh,
like
it still
that
is?
still.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like it's not you don't see it that often, so it gets shitted on kind of a lot.
Okay, because I don't know what like the younger social scene is like these days. You are my window.
Yeah, it's for what I've seen. I've been like for me personally, I've been like a very like in school I was a very basic like I just wore jeans and a t-shirt, man. I didn't really care. But like it was very diverse. Like a lot of people dressed differently and no one really cared. But if you were like going to school like wearing like an abundant amount of like eyeliner, all black, and like the like spiky bracelet things, like people would you would be the weird kid. Like that's, I mean, I'm not trying to like, I wouldn't shit on anyone for how they look because I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. It's not my life. But I could see like people getting like shitted on for like stuff like that.
What is the deal with that? Because that was sort of like a growing thing when I was when I begun going to public school and started paying attention to like what like school administrations were doing and whatnot. That was a very big thing, and I was wondering like why, like how widespread is that a thing now? Because it was just starting to grow. Like I said, when I started paying attention to school, so around about 6th or 7th grade in middle school, it was like a whole social zeitgeist, if you will, of people saying like, you know, we're not gonna you know shit anyone for what they're wearing or what they look like or whatever, and not necessarily what they look like you know, as far as like you know, facial features go, or
like things that they're wearing, like the material stuff,
the things that you have control over. Like people would clown on each other for that back in my day, up until around about high school ish. Which is where I begun to notice where like people were just wearing whatever and then still hanging out and all that stuff. I never really got to look into that, but I was wondering what sort of utility and what sort of impact that's going to have on a societal level.
Well, I mean, from my perspective in school, for like in like elementary school, I like went to a bunch of different schools around the metro area of Minnesota. But for middle school and high school, I went to 2 different schools, and I was in those schools for the entirety of those periods. So I didn't really like see too much different perspectives. But for me, I personally like don't care about like what other people are wearing or what they're doing. It's like whatever, because I just go to school, and like if I make a new friend, fuck it, make a new friend, that's cool. But I would say that there was like more of like a verbal and maybe like online type of bullying kind of thing or whatever. It was never like really a physical thing, you know what I mean? And anytime things got physical, which was in middle school, I'd never actually seen a fight in high school, surprisingly. I don't know how. I
was
really
involved in one high school fight, and that's a story I will tell on this podcast, actually, because I know you'll want to hear about that. But in middle school, it was from 7th and 8th grade. It was one day in and then one day out for fighting. And the next day I was in, got into a fight. Next day I was out for fighting. There was a lot of fights at least my middle school. I'm not sure if it was a me thing because I didn't really pay attention to when other people fought. I was just looking forward to my next fight.
Yeah, I'm not a fighter, bro. I don't know how to fight, so I just don't fight. You know, I don't piss people off to get them to want to fight me. So it's like I don't need to defend myself if no one's trying to hurt me, you know?
Yeah, go on.
Well, with middle school, we it wasn't in like the best neighborhood type shit, but like people would beat the fuck out of each other like all the time. Like I'm talking like, I mean, it wasn't like on a daily basis, but it was like every week there was like another fight happening. And one time, I remember this vividly. I was like, damn, I'm thirsty as fuck. Teacher, can I go out and get a drink? As soon as I went out and got a drink, I went to fucking like tilt my head down. And then there's this girl just chilling, and this other girl comes up to her, grabs her by the hair, and just fucking bam, 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 just like fucking wailing into her. Just like it wasn't a planned thing or anything. It was just like in passing, or not passing time either. It was like just during class, it happened just out of nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But it was low-key kind of funny. I was like, damn, that really just fucking happened, bro. But like, it was never like people who like fought with each other. It wasn't ever like over bullying or anything, you know? They weren't like, fuck you, nerd, give me your lunch money. And then push him into a locker.
That's always why I was fighting. I was I'm short now. Imagine how short I was in middle school. I was a very easy target for people to get up until it was scrap time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like I grew a foot. I don't know. I didn't actually get bigger, but I had a lot more like relative power, I guess you could say. I could still take a hit. I was, my back wasn't hurting back then.
Yeah.
Probably why my back hurts now, actually. Come to think of it.
Taking the hits for later. Don't worry about it when you're young. You got to worry about it when you're old.
Delayed damage. I took damage over time instead of.
Do you ever get punched in the back?
Yeah, several times.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't think there's a single place on me that I have not been punched.
Have you gotten punched in the armpit?
I was just about to say, except for the armpits, except for the nuts. We were, very cordial. Nobody took nut shots in any.
I got kicked in the nuts when I was in like elementary school, bro. It is horrible. It is.
Oh no, I have been kicked in the nuts before. I've done Rochambeau. Okay.
Oh man, that is not smart.
I was drunk. I could not feel a thing until I woke up, and then I was throwing up, and not because of the booze.
Yeah.
I had to go to the hospital. It sucked.
But sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, no, I got picked on a lot because I was a funny looking kid, and my clothes had more holes in them than my clothes now. I just like the grunge look of frayed sleeves. I don't know why. So I don't know why. It's always been my thing. Beanies, fucking, that punk rock shit.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. but I was that poor, dirty kid from a broken home and all that when I was going to school. So it was I was an easy target, and then I would always be defending myself. Well, for some reason, administration didn't pick up on that.
Oh, it's still like that. Administration doesn't give a fuck, bro.
So say whether or not you're defending yourself, they just send you home. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I was grounded I had less free time than time I was grounded in my middle school years.
Jesus Christ. See, I never got grounded.
I stuck by the principle of defending myself. I never I didn't care how much trouble I was going to get in, because I thought it was important for someone to defend themselves when in danger.
Yeah, see, so in my middle school, they really did they didn't give a fuck. It was like a poor-ish neighborhood. No one really cared. But in high school, I currently live in like the suburbs, like rich white people everywhere. And even in our school, which is not rich. I mean, it's still a public school, but the school that I live next to, or the school that I went to, it was like very, like, it seemed like they cared more than in my other school, but like it still didn't do anything. Like nobody it didn't ever make sense. Like they were always like, oh yeah, they were more worried about the phone policy than like the people like hurting each other and shit,
Whoa.
Like, dude, they were crazy about like the my freshman year. They were like, if they seen you having your phone out, bro, they would like take it immediately, and like you would like get shitted on. But like after a while, they just stopped giving a fuck, and then like here I was in senior year.
It's very difficult for because we've never seen anything like that before, with like cell phones, and everyone has this electronic pocket device that they can access all the world's information to and communicate with whoever they want.
Mm-hmm.
That's the history of ever, so far as we as a species know about. So we don't exactly know how to. We don't even know if it's something that should be mitigated, with children while they're in school or during school hours and whatnot.
It definitely is a distraction, but like.
Well, yeah, and if it is a distraction, well, how much of a distraction do you want it to be? Or vice versa, how much of a distraction do you not want it to be? Call me old school, but I don't think anyone should have a cell phone until they're 18. Let people have their childhoods.
Yeah, I would say that's a fair point. That's a fair point. 16, the only thing that
I don't know, because people aren't responsible, especially when they're younger.
The thing that that's the point where it becomes like difficult to determine is like the best thing about a phone, in my opinion, is just the communication aspect, you know?
Yes.
And it's nice to be connected with everybody as soon as possible. But the thing that sucks about that is that when you're connected to everybody already, it gives you incentive to be like, oh, I don't need to go out of my way to contact this person, you know what I mean? Like, it's already just right here, you know? Like, I don't have to like go to their house, see if they're home type shit.
Exactly. There's a certain level of detachment with that where you just lose out on I don't know a better word for this, on the intimacy of compatriotism or companionship or anything like that, when you have all these electronic devices to where you don't need to hang out with it. You don't even need to hear their voice. You lose that sort of experience that lets you build up your social aptitude, if you will.
Yeah, and the weird part is I feel like I have somewhat, I mean, obviously I've been affected by it, no shit, because I've had a phone since I was like fucking 12, 13. But the thing that I feel like the reason I know that I got affected by it is that I legitimately like texting over calling. Like I would much rather have someone text me and be like, hey yo, blah blah blah, awesome, over text or over calling, because when somebody calls me, I don't know if they're calling me like about something important or if they're gonna call me and then try to talk to me for hours and hours, and I don't have the time to fucking do that shit, and I'm bad at saying no, you know? They're like, hey, I can't talk right now.
And these are things that I think that's like a difference you can see with you and I, and like our differences in growing up. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
like,
yeah, well, I mean, I was actively choosing to not have one. There were people who were my age who were like 16, 15-ish with the cell phones at the time. So old Nokias with, you know,
yeah,
one
like
game of Snake
and shit,
on
right?
them. Like flip phones, exactly. We had, well, I was like Nokia brick phones, and then there were the flip phones when I was closer to adulthood.
The indestructible Nokia phones. You throw it at the ground and the ground breaks.
Exactly. But that's a difference we can see with us, because when someone calls me, I very comfortably pick up the phone. I just answer and I'm like, hello? You know, it's very easy for me to do. But because I've had a cell phone for so long, and you know, I've been on social media, I've been on, especially the worst of them, like Facebook and MySpace.
Fucking Facebook. You know, bro. I'm glad that I don't use that shit anymore.
God, I'm.
It is a tool.
If I wasn't running PR on social media for Impulse Squared, I wouldn't have a Facebook. Period.
Yeah, I don't run PR on it, which I probably should, but I have Messenger, but not Facebook, because my mom texts with Messenger over anything. Because
I mean, it's a decent app, I guess. Apart from where they take your personal info, but other than that,
yeah. I mean, for me, it's like I don't really like. You can have my personal info as long as it's not getting like for example, as long as people aren't getting my social security number and my credit card number, and they're stealing like my identity and money and shit. Then it's like that's a problem. But if they know like, oh, like I'm sure that if some random person, like for example, just knew where I live, they're not gonna go out of their way to try to fucking murder me or some shit.
Well, of course,
yeah.
I don't like the I'm paranoid. I will freely admit that I'm paranoid. I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. You know, I'm nuts. Do not listen to me.
You crazy old man.
Exactly. It's like I'm on my way there, and I fully recognize it. So please, whoever's listening, don't listen to me. But I do not like the implications of that apps and my cell device, and even my mic on my computer probably can pick up on what I'm saying. Like I'll be talking about toasters or something.
Yes.
And I was doing an advertisement for a toaster. I'm just like, well, what are the implications of this technology? Who could be listening that I don't want to listen to me?
Yeah, I think a lot of it,
you know,
is
it's not. Of course, I'm referring to the government and it's 19 different intelligence agencies. Fact check that shit. That shit's true. Yeah, almost 20 different intelligence agencies, circa 2000 onward. I don't like being listened to when I don't want people listening. Simply because, like, if my wife comes into the room or something and something important happens, or you know, we receive some news that we don't want reminded of via advertising, or even if we just don't want the the government to hear, the state to hear, because we might have, I don't know, some private personal affair or whatever. What I don't like that someone could tune in and be like, okay, well, this is not okay with us. We're gonna do something about it. And I don't like that.
Convenience.
I don't like that as possible. It's not something.
Yeah, it's weird. It is something weird to live with. But like for me, it's like, I mean, I guess I kind of like as a kid growing up, I didn't that type of stuff like wasn't like really mainstream yet, where like people were like the possibility of people watching you and shit, and or at least I wasn't aware of it, so like growing up into now seeing this like becoming a thing, I mean it is weird, but I feel like I have grown used to like the possibility of someone like watching me or
well, not
listening
just someone,
to me.
I mean specifically the government, or anyone with the power to affect my life.
I mean, a lot of the times it's for like advertisements. I mean, I'm assuming that it's like with like a bot or whatever. It listens to like keywords that you're saying and shit. Yeah. And
I'm still working on that technology. I remember when they were starting to roll that out, and it was very flawed, and
I'm doomed. I have a Google Home. So
yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked.
I mean, as long as I could be like, hey, Google, play Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they play it, I could. Yeah, that's right. Great.
All of a sudden in this podcast, we hear Red Hot Chili Peppers in the background.
It didn't hear me. Good, sweet.
No, I love that. I love that level of convenience. If I could get that level of convenience without like compromising my security or privacy or anything like that, that would be cool.
Yeah, see, the thing that they don't show you in the advertisements though is the like half the time of it not like working properly and not doing what you tell it to do.
Right.
And then it's just like it's like more convenient to pull out your phone and just push play than to fucking say
Listen,
it out loud.
I just look it up on Pandora, get a fucking playlist going, and then leave it for music.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I still grab like a speaker.
People, yeah, everyone uses their own streaming, whatever.
Spotify's better.
Yeah, okay, sure. Spotify got me in trouble. Okay, so my phone comes with the thing with you can set an alarm to wake up, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had to get off of work when I don't remember if I was working graveyard shift at the time or if it was. I guess it was just an alarm in general. But I had to wake up. My wife was right next to me, whatever. But while I was setting the alarm, I was like, "Oh, you could connect to Spotify, have it play some music or whatever, so you could wake up to that."
Yes,
instead of an alarm.
I
was like, "Oh, cool! Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. I've never used Spotify before. Why not?" And they're like, "Okay, what kind of music do you like?" I'm like, "Oh, I like rock. I like metal. I like a little bit of rap music. Whatever. Just throw it on there. I'll fucking whatever." And, set the alarm, put my phone to the side, get I don't know a playlist, Game Grumps or something going, fall asleep to Aaron and Dan's, being idiots.
Yeah.
Oh, it always puts me in a good mood. I wake up in a good mood because of it. Not the next morning when it started playing music. Because when I had woken up, when Spotify had woken me up, it was playing rap music, of course, because why would it play metal? Which was sort of my mistake, but at the same time, I guess I should have set more specific parameters because it started playing an artist I've never heard of before and a song that was so raunchy. My wife woke up and said, "Oh, that's nice. Fucking whatever." I was embarrassed because it was like the song was just so. I was talking about like licking assholes or whatever, and I was like, "What?"
Some like Nicki Minaj type shit.
Yeah, some Nicki Minaj type shit, exactly. And I was like, "What the fuck? Just this? I'm going back to bed. Fuck this."
Yeah. See, for me, what I did is I
didn't exactly get into trouble, but my wife, had thought, I guess, less of my music tastes. Up until about Saturday or Sunday, when I had asked her, "Hey, is there any kind of just at random, it's like, is there any kind of music that you would go out of your way to not listen to?" And she was like, "Oh, well, remember that song that was playing off her phone one morning?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then I explained to her there was a whole Spotify thing, and she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way for that."
You never explained it until like recently?
Yeah, no.
Why?
I was just pissed off on my phone at the time, and by the time I woke up my second time, I was super late for whatever I had to wake up for. And
Nice.
And by that time, I've completely forgotten that it happened.
Yeah, I instead of like having it play random music
By the way,
based on genres, yeah,
come and go, sure.
nice.
I used to work there.
Sweet. Is that how you got that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Fucking badass.
I worked there for a month shy of 4 years, and I worked the graveyard shift.
Damn.
As
that
a
sounds
cashier.
That sounds dog water.
It paid great though.
Oh shit. Well, that's a plus.
$15.50 an hour.
Times are changing, man. It's now 18 an hour to work at Quick Trip.
No, well, that's something I want to talk about too. Is I recently went back there. I was just getting a pack of smokes for my mother-in-law, right? And so we pick it up, and I was talking with an old dude. His name's Gerald. Big shout out to Gerald. I fucking love him. He's a sweet old man. Served U.S. Army. Super cool.
Shout out Joe.
Yeah, shout out to Gerald. So Gerald was telling me that they no longer have night shifters. Apparently, the boss has struggled to find someone to replace me for so long now that she's now replacing 2 graveyard shift workers. That it was me and a kid about your age, actually, named Tanner.
Oh, sweet.
And he and I would, trade off shifts. I'd work one night, he would work another night, etc., etc. Or I would work a week, he'd work another week. And sometimes we had crossover, very rarely. So when he left, they hired a replacement. Well, that replacement, that spot that in the employee roster kept having like a high turnover rate because they kept not showing up for work, or because they were doing drugs, or they were selling weed on the parking lot during their shift. You can't do it. I'm 420 friendly. Just don't do it at fucking work. Come on, that's common sense.
Yeah, be respectful of the workplace.
They were stealing lottery tickets, or they were always caught up in some fuck shit.
Doing awesome things for this world.
Yeah, exactly. So when it came my time to quit, well, now she's struggling to replace 2 night shifters, and for the last 2 weeks they haven't had anyone. So ever since I left that place, that like a third of that place's daily operations, because it operates 24/7, it just has not been functioning.
Dude, you were that place. You were that 1/3.
Kind of, yeah. I kind of was. I don't want to brag a little bit, but it's just so happy to hear things about that. It's like that, because it's like it makes you feel like, sweet, I was actually important.
You were a hard worker up until when you quit. Good job.
Well, I had actually put in my 2 weeks. I fulfilled my societal obligation. It was more than 2 weeks. I gave him 3 weeks. And nice. I said, hey, I'm quitting on this day. Here's a little extra time so you can find someone, useful. Good luck, and all that good stuff. And I finally, the day I quit, I actually stepped out the front doors. It was in the morning time, and I put my arms up, and before that door even shut behind me in the morning for the morning shift, to hear me yell, "Freedom!"
Did the boss at least hear it?
Of course she did.
Oh, nice. And of
course, she and I still have each other on Facebook.
Sweet. That's fucking dope. Yeah, I have not had the only workplace experience, which technically was overnight, that I've had so far was working at a haunted house 2 years in a row.
Oh yeah,
but that's only like a seasonal job, so it wasn't really like crazy.
You get paid good for that? Right. The reason I brought up my story is because now they're starting to offer close to $18 an hour for anyone who will show up and work. So I was like, you know what? That's actually really tempting.
Maybe
like one of the reasons I quit was because there were a couple coworkers I had there that straight up did not get along with me. I could get along with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
They straight up did not get along with me, to the point where they were trying to coax me into yelling matches in front of customers, and I'm just like,
what the fuck?
I'm just like, one of them was older than me.
Oh, damn. I was going to say.
I was like, you're a 34-year-old woman. What the fuck is with your self-righteous indignation? You're acting like a fucking child.
It's like, I'm nice to you. Be nice back.
Yeah, exactly. So I ended up leaving. But now that they're gone, I was more tempted to come back, especially because that place, it does sound nice. And its location is so convenient. It's literally 5 steps out my front door. Not 5 steps, 5 minutes.
Yeah. For me, I worked at a haunted house for 2 different years, and
back to back, or
yeah.
okay.
And it was okay. Here's how it was kind of weird, and I don't know how legit this is, but it was $8 an hour, but it was cash, so it was just straight. It was like legitimately $8 an hour. Nice. It wasn't like taxed or anything, and which was kind of nice. We at the end of the season, which was about like a month long, I had it around like a little over like it was between like $600 to $800, so that was pretty fucking
pretty good.
That was solid for that. And dude, it was the reason I didn't go back was because doing a haunt thing, and like that was before, I mean, I was doing YouTube at the time, but that was before I really like got comfortable. I mean, I was comfortable showing my face in front of a camera, but like I always worried about presentation and how I was doing, you know what I mean? And so I mean, me and my brother had like the easiest jobs like ever. It was we had to be a clown, and I mean, fuck yeah, I got to be paid to be a clown for once in my life, you know.
You got paid to be what you are.
Yes, and now I'm not, so that's sad. But we did that for a while, and I left. I stopped working there the year after that, which was last year, because I mean, first of all, wanted to focus more on content creation. Didn't really care about the money on it, and it just didn't seem worth it. But like I would always get really anxious anytime like leading up to the first trailer coming around, because we were on like the trail and all that. We would jump on this big ass trailer and like go crazy and stuff, which we were definitely one of the best sets that were out there. Like me and my brother went, like we were the only people that were like super vocal about it. Like a lot of like haunt actors like to do like growls and like try to be creepy and shit, because it's easy to be creepy, you know. But like we would, with me and my brother, we actually like were vocal and like loud as fuck and shit. Like for me, they say that they're like one of the longest biggest trails in Minnesota for like haunt attractions, and you could hear my like clown laugh from the other side of the trail. Like they told me that they could hear it, and they didn't even know that it was me, because like me being like the socially awkward person that doesn't talk to very many people. I mean, I had a fair amount of friends there, but like me being the person that doesn't really like talk much and really talks that loud. I mean, I talk loud now, but yeah, they just didn't know. They were like, what the fuck?
Content creators, like, you have to be not quiet.
Yeah, loud and upbeat, because loud is funny.
Unless
no. Oh,
unless
no.
you're doing asthma. Maybe I should get one of those microphones with the ear things attached to it. It's fucking weird.
And start biting on it and shit. Oh,
yeah. Stop.
Oh God, no. What fucking Amaranth does that shit? The fucking booby, the ultimate booby streamer.
Yeah, fucking Phil's a fan.
Yeah, of course he is.
Because of course he is. Yeah.
But you know that she makes like more money when she sleeps than when she like is up doing like actual streams.
Wish I could make money in my sleep for having a pair of tits.
Yeah, no, she just thirst traps and that's it. But
that's it.
Being working at that haunted house, completely different topic. My job essentially was, so the trailer would come in, and it would go from my right side to the left. And actually the second year they switched it around, but I liked it when it was the other way, so I'm going to talk about that. My brother and another person would jump over like so we were in these like little building things or whatever, these like shacks that had like a ledge with like, on my side there was like a spinning wheel that would say like life on a little like triangle, and then death around the entire thing. So like they would get death pretty much every time you would spin it, you know, like Wheel of Fortune style type shit. And then it was like a bunch of like they were like circus kind of sets or whatever. It was like you know, like when you go to like fucking what's it called, like a place with roller coasters, amusement park. Yeah, an amusement park. You know, like the places where like all the games are and shit. And like there's where the dudes stand usually behind like the desk and like all that. It was like those, but really small. And my brother jumped over it, and he would be like, "Welcome to the carnival," blah 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 blah, but like really scary instead of weird sounding. And that would jump scare a bunch of people in the front and like on the side. Him and another person would go on the sides and shit. My job was to sit there and stand and like stare at them and wait for the trailer to pass by, right? 9 times out of 10, they thought I was like a dummy. And then when it passed, I would jump out of it. And there was actually a permanent like divot in the ground because I would always land in the same spot, which is fucking insane. I love that shit. And
visual asthma.
Yeah, for real. And I would run as fast as I could at the back of the trailer, and I would give my Michael Jordan jump of the century onto the back of it, and I'd be like, "Ah!" And then like the people in the back would literally shit themselves every time. It was so great. But the good thing about like being able to like stand and wait for like the trailer to go by is you can see everybody that's on there, and you can pinpoint the people that are gonna get freaked the fuck out, and like the jocks who are like don't give a shit. Like drunk people are better to scare than children are. Amazing. Love scaring drunk people. Oh, yeah? So fun. Yeah, it's the best thing ever because they get freaked the fuck out. Nice. But yeah, my job was to pretty much just run as fast as possible in giant ass boots and fucking scare the shit out of them. And I would do like this clown laugh that I'm not gonna do on here because
I was just about to ask you to do your clown laugh.
It's like as loud as I can physically get is the only way I can do it right. And I'm not doing that in my house.
Well, I gotta weasel. It's been a while since I've done mine. Like a little cackle. Just
oh, nice. That was actually good. It's like think of like a Joker kind of laugh or whatever, like a really loud like Joker.
Oh, like
laugh.
A Mark Hamill type.
Yeah. It was kind of like that, but like not as good because I'm not no fucking Mark Hamill. Okay, like come on.
We just keep mentioning celebrities up here on this. But is there any celebrity you don't like?
Okay, well, I can't really think off the top of my head someone that I despise.
Big name.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Big name that a lot of people like that I'm kind of iffy about. All right, okay. The Rock. I'm a little iffy about The Rock. Okay, like I feel like because if you look at his Instagram, I used to follow his Instagram for a while, and it's like it's like it seems like he's trying too hard to spread positive vibes, if that makes sense. It feels like it's a front.
Yeah, like, I think know. I get you. I think I get you. It's the same thing I get when I watch your streams.
Oh yeah, of course. No,
I'm kidding.
But no, I don't know. It's just like a whatever, like kind of a funny he's probably a really cool dude, but like I don't know. He gives me weird vibes just a little bit. But I don't know.
My answer is easy. Fucking MC Chris. The king of like nerdcore hip hop or something.
Oh god.
Yeah. He did the song Vet's Vet.
I don't know what that. I probably know it, but I just don't know the name.
Got Jets on Boba the Fett.
No, I don't know. How old? Like when was he like popping?
Oh Jesus. Let me Google this. Well, I actually don't know. A while ago.
Actually,
17-ish.
Metal band that I don't really care for.
2001. 2001.
Oh shit. Goddamn. Yeah. Then it makes sense why I don't know. But
that's
metal band. No, 2003.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Metal band that I don't really care for, that you might hate on me for. I maybe a little bit. I don't really care for Slayer. I don't think Slayer is very good.
I think Slayer is overrated.
Yeah, I agree. And I think their guitar riffs are dog shit. I don't like their guitar riffs. They just don't make sense to my brain.
Yeah, no, I think their music has aged as gracefully as, say, Black Sabbath. Or Scorpions. The fucking Slayer, of course, very influential to metal. Absolutely influential.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, a lot of the roots of today's bands, you know, draw some influence from Slayer. I do
just
think
feel like
they're
their
a
guitar riffs are
little
all over the place. Like they're like, I mean, this is solely based off of my experience of like playing their songs on Guitar Hero as a kid and just listening to them through that. And, like with their most popular songs, like Raining Blood. I fucking like. I mean, crazy song to play on Guitar Hero, yes, which is really kind of a weird reference to take from, but it's just like that song is super all over the place. Another one that I remembered was there was this, I don't remember the song name, but there's a Slayer song.
That's probably by design, which was probably groundbreaking at the time.
Yeah, but it's just I just didn't care for it. That's
I totally get you though. Like, I think that's part of the. I think, like, thinking about it now, that's probably part of the reason why, say 100 years from now, you know, you got metal bands coming out. Of course, they're still going to look back on Black Sabbath, the Scorpions, Pantera, you know, all the lot. But then Slayer, I think, is just going to fall behind. I don't think Slayer is going to be among the classics insofar as the quality of their music.
Yeah, it's like why listen to Slayer when I could just listen to like Megadeth or Iron Maiden or some shit.
Exactly.
Right. like them some fucking, and like even like with Megadeth, at least it has like a cool ass backstory with like, you know, Dave Mustaine being in Metallica and then getting kicked out for being,
or them actually having good songs.
Yeah, I think Megadeth has some good songs. I think Dave Mustaine's voice definitely does not match his face though, in my opinion.
I don't know. No.
But Iron Maiden is so good, dude.
Iron Maiden will always be, from the jump, destined to be measured for hundreds of years to come in the genre of rock and metal. Genres rather. Holy shit. Have you listened? Of course you have. I think I've shown you Lorna Shore.
It sounds familiar.
Lorna Shore.
You've definitely talked about him.
Yeah. Very, very good. I think they're definitely going to be up there with this generation's, you know, timeless musician groups, bands. I forgot the word bands for a second.
I still don't know how I can't think of like celebrities that I don't like, because there's a lot of shitty dog shit water fucking great
I don't
fucking
like
vocabulary.
I've talked with him about 2 or 3 times, of course, all online. But the dude's just, he's not friendly. He doesn't know how to. MC Chris.
Oh yeah.
Or hip hop artist I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, always, you know, does raps about Star Wars and Star Trek and, you know, a lot of nerd references and whatnot. The dude has apologized so much for shitting on his fans. It's insane. Yeah, he does not know how to
fucking
treat
what's his name? Travis Scott, for the whole like the Astro World thing that happened like not too long ago.
Not familiar.
Okay, so what happened at Astro? He was on Fortnite. He was in Fortnite, and he's a rapper. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't remember like any specific songs that he made because I don't listen to his music.
Yeah,
but,
no, that's some fuck shit.
Like I thought he was like a decent like dude. He seemed all right, you know. But like Astro World, what happened with that is,
I remember now. Yep.
Yeah, the crowd crush thing or whatever, and a bunch of people died, and like then he did a shit fucking apology video, and people memed on it and stuff, and it was like,
damn.
Yeah. I thought the memes were fucking hilarious though. Like he deserved that shit. That shit was.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like what Will and Jada are going through right now. Like the memes on them.
Yeah, and I can't wait to stop seeing that because those memes are so fucking bad, dude. It's the same thing over and over again.
I love it when celebrities get shit on.
No, I mean, like, yeah, it's fun to see him get shit on, but it's like that shit with Will Smith. It's getting old fast, man.
Yeah,
or at least
like
the clip is. Yeah,
I think Will Smith is overrated. He, except for I Am Legend, he has played Will Smith as every character. It's like Will Smith is this in this. It's like Rob Schneider all over again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
week, Rob Schneider is a hot dog.
Was that like a
You won't
what
believe the kind of hijinks he gets up to.
was
In
that like
theaters
bit
this Friday.
was that bit like memed on like fucking Family Guy, or what cartoon was that memed on?
I don't remember.
I remember there was like a thing that was like about that. Like Rob Schneider is, and then like a bunch of weird fucking random shit.
Sounds like a Robot Chicken.
It could be, yeah. I didn't watch too much of Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken scared me when I was a kid.
But then again, using that voice, I remember it, the bit with that that voice used. It feels like an Aaron Hansen thing.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, it definitely could be.
Rob Schneider. You know what? I think it is. I
swear it was on like a cartoon though, like where like it could have been like Family. I don't think they memed on. I think they memed on fucking what's his name? God, I can't even think of the movies either. Like this action, like stereotypical action, like dude or whatever. Bruce Willis. Like they're like Bruce Willis plays as Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis plays as Bruce Willis's mom. Yeah, and I think that was on like Rick and Morty. It was
the same thing. It was the same thing with The Rock. Up until The Rock featured in, I think, Fast and Furious 5. I think that's the one he showed up on. He actually felt like he was playing a different character other than The Rock, in the Fast and Furious films. Probably the only redeeming quality of those films.
With acting, actually no, never mind. The whole point of acting is to be someone else, you know. But like,
it is, and I don't like, because a very easy way to tell if someone's not a very good actor and they just keep playing themselves is if they get typecasted.
Yeah, like where it's like you present yourself as this specific thing, and then they're like, oh, we want him for this because we already know that he could do good on this.
Yeah, always an acting role, or what is that chick's name? I forget her name. She's actually pretty cool, for what I hear. She does a lot of charity work.
What movies?
I know Avatar was one of them.
I don't remember anything from Avatar.
Jake Sully. That's all I remember. Unobtainium. That was ridiculous. Calling something unobtainium because it's hard to obtain.
That was in the movie Avatar? Dude, I watched it once in theaters when it first came out when I was a little child, and
James Cameron, not Avatar Airbender, which was also shit. No, yeah. Thank you, Shyamalan. Was that M. Night Shyamalan?
Oh, the fucking live action
Did not like the live action Avatar.
Oh, hell no. Who the fuck is Ung? Who's Ung? Who is Ung? Tell me who Ung is. No one can tell me because he doesn't. Yeah, they call him Ung in the fucking live action.
That's stupid.
Like, how do you change a character's name? It doesn't even make sense. And it's just like, I feel bad for the actors that had to like do that. Like they should get like treated for like mental abuse because of that fucking movie. Get out of here. Fucking Avatar live action shit. So bad, dude. It was bad even when I was a child. It was boring, and I was a kid that loved bright colors. Like, how do you fuck that up? I don't know. It was just Avatar, the animated like series, awesome. Loved it. I loved it a lot more when I was younger because like it appealed more to like a younger audience because, you know, it was a kid's show, you know. If I'm gonna watch like an anime style thing, why not just watch anime where they can like swear and blood and shit, you know? Like I'd much rather do that. But I don't know. But with like
Michelle, okay, right. The tough chick I was thinking about, Michelle Rodriguez.
I'm gonna search up her name because I don't know who that is.
I had to look up the IMDb for that. This is the Celebrities Podcast. She was Letty from Furious.
Oh my god, she was in that, and then I'm pretty sure she was also Evil. Yes, Resident Evil. Least favorite fucking character in Resident Evil. She was a bitch in that movie. I did not like that.
Yeah, she always plays the same kind of character.
She's like she's
always a tough chick.
She's so angry. She's the angry chick. I don't know. I didn't like her in Resident Evil. I thought the Resident Evil 1 to me was boring. I didn't like it. That was honestly like under the last film of all of those, that was my least favorite. Other than the last one. The last one was fucking awful. But yeah, I didn't like her character
Resident Evil Retribution. She played the character Rain.
Yeah.
And I did not like that movie either.
Yeah, I want to see the new Resident Evil. I don't know if it was a show or if it was a movie. I'm pretty sure it was a movie, but they made a new live action one, but it was solely based on the games. 100%.
Speaking of live action things, Halo.
I haven't seen it, and I heard that it was awful. I seen a tweet that, or the dude, one of the directors or something.
Listen, it's Twitter. Everything's awful on Twitter.
Yeah, but you want to know what they tweeted? They said they didn't take any inspiration from the games. They never played the games. They got it all from the books.
I don't mind that. But
it's the games. That's what it's meant to be. That's what it's meant to be about. That's like, dude, if you're gonna make a Halo film, make it about Halo 1, 2, and 3. If not that, make it about Halo Reach.
Okay.
Then anyone will be happy about that.
Reach. Did I tell you all the spoilers from a game that's almost 20 years old now? Halo Reach, fucking all the Spartans died ironically.
Really?
Okay,
I know Kat definitely did.
Brains of the operation got shot in the head.
Yeah.
The captain went down with the ship. The dude who was obsessed with knives got stabbed. The guy who was obsessed with explosives died in an explosion.
No one knows what happened to June.
He's a sniper. Of course he goes missing.
What about Noble Six? Dies as a hero because you're the hero of the story?
He was a lone wolf, so he died alone.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
And wasn't it never confirmed that he actually died or whatever? It's just you assume that he died because his helmet was fucked.
Well, yeah, and then all of the content he was standing on got glass. I'm assuming he's pretty dead by now.
Yeah, it's like I mean, like the chances of him dying are like very small, but it's like we've never actually seen him die.
He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, he ain't no fucking Leon Kennedy, bro. You ain't. Or he ain't no. Why did I make that reference? He ain't no Master Chief, bro.
He ain't no Master Chief.
Like, bro,
I think it was the opening for Halo 3 where like you hear Cortana talking and it's like your superpower is luck or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was corny as fuck. I'm just like,
I mean, it literally is.
Dropped from upper atmosphere, like upper orbit, several times over and has survived every single fucking time, and we're calling it luck? No, he's resilient. He's just
the strongest man ever to exist ever. And one thing that I found funny about Halo Infinite, this is the beginning of it, so it's not like a spoiler or anything. Okay. In the opening scene of it, the dude Atriox, the leader of the or one of the leaders of the Banished, one of the brutes, he like picks up Master Chief and he's like, so long to the almighty Master Chief or whatever or some shit. And he throws him into space like that's ever gonna work. And I was like, if you had, and he had a gravity hammer in his hand, so he could have just fucking easily went bop and just fucking murked them. If you don't see Master Chief die, he is not dead. 100% of the time.
It was a thing in lore that I think it started in the books. I'm not sure, but it was a thing in Halo lore where a Spartan doesn't die; they just go missing in action.
Dude, that's cool. To hear because I noted. Me and Dylan noticed when we were playing Halo Reach for the like a few months ago. There's a scene where you're in Dr. Halsey's lab and it shows like all of the Spartans, like their faces on the computer, and it says MIA under their names for the ones who are.
It's always MIA.
Yeah. And I was
KIA.
Like, wait, yeah, why not KIA? And it was like,
you don't KIA a Spartan.
Yeah, that's facts. Even though like you see it happen.
Well, I mean, but like it's a morale thing because at that point humanity is losing against the Covenant. I think up until Halo 4.
No, I'm pretty sure they were. Well, yeah, they were losing against the Covenant, and then like in Halo 3 or whatever.
Their asses kicked.
Yeah, and then in Halo Infinite, one of the things that happens in the opening is so when Master Chief gets launched into space, he's out there for like I think like 6 months or something like that.
He's always gone for so long.
yeah. He like disappeared for 6 months, and his suit went on like survival mode or whatever, which is I guess the reason why he didn't like starve to death in his giant metal suit. I don't understand it, but he lives,
Sure.
right? And yeah, it's Master Chief. He's not gonna die from starvation, for Christ's sakes. But he's floating around in space, and then when he gets when the I forgot his name, but when the Mexican dude or the Hispanic dude fucking shut up
disaster.
when the Hispanic dude no one's gonna get offended by that, okay? Only people are gonna be offended for that person, whatever, okay? Never mind. Hispanic person.
Are the white chicks around your age getting offended on the behalf of Mexicans? I go ahead and say that to my wife, who is Mexican, by the way. I'll be like, hey, that Mexican dude, and my wife is like, which one? What?
Yeah, like no one cares other than the people who are defending.
Nobody gives a fuck.
yeah, whatever. But that the Hispanic dude, the Pelican flyer, lost in space. Pilot, yes. Finds Master Chief, and he's like, the Master Chief is like, status report, yeah, like a badass, and word for word actually, and he's like, status report, we lost, like it's crazy, like the humanity in fucking Halo just gets fucking.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, in all fairness, it's
time.
all of the sentient, high-tech civilizations across the galaxy versus humanity.
Yeah. Because like the Covenant was literally just like alien races that were picked up, and like they were like, here, have some armor and guns, you need to fight, and like it's multiple different like planets going after you instead of, and then the Prometheans, which I don't know shit about.
Even I don't know shit about them either. Something about Forerunners, and I'm like, what the fuck is a Forerunner? I don't.
You should know the Forerunners. The Forerunners are like.
I was told, and I played the game, and I was like, what the fuck is a Forerunner?
They're the people who like made the Halos in like ancient way back.
I got that much, but like, okay, yeah, sure.
They're just the old alien race that doesn't like, they're not around anymore. That's all you really need to know.
Yeah, sucks to be that.
But what I heard about Halo, the series or whatever, is that it's like, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that it's like one of those woke kind of like shows.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Fucking wokeify something else?
Yeah, like woke, like women, hurrah, women power kind of thing. Which all for women power,
can I
whatever.
say something
but
like potentially controversial here?
Go for it. I don't care. It's whatever. It's not me saying it.
Very seldom throughout the history of mankind, when danger has been consistently present, have women stepped up to the plate to face that danger.
Isn't that just like a fact? Like that's like, like men. The man is known to be the fighter.
There was no strong women empowerment thing up until offices got air conditioning.
Take it how you want it, people.
I'm just saying. But like, when a nation is under attack or a kingdom is under threat, it's like, yeah, go, men, our sons and husbands, go be brave and fight for the safety of our people. Or go fetch food for our villages and fight dangerous like wild boars and woolly mammoths and shit.
Yeah,
we'll
you
stay
guys,
here and pick
you guys
berries.
Die. It's like it's all about equal rights until women and children are not the priority.
That's not to say that there haven't been badass women in history. Joan of Arc, one of my favorite stories of all time. Joan of Arc, absolute badass. Queen Elizabeth, one of the greatest monarchs in history. Catherine the Great. There have been several examples of exceptional badass women in history.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so far as like the masses are concerned, yeah, sure, we'll stay behind the walls, go and fight, be brave.
Yeah. I say anyone should be allowed to fight as long as they're like going out of their way to do it. Like they want to do it, not forced to do it.
If they are selecting to, number one, and number two, if they have the merits to. Kind of like exactly with men. So like, army standards and whatever and whatnot should not be lesser for women. If I'm in combat or something, like if I get conscripted into the army, like, or all that stuff, I want to be sure that my teammate can pull my weight if I'm like
That's
dangling
actually
from
weird. It's weird that you mentioned that, because when I was doing, it could be different for like boot camp and all that and whatever. But when I was doing PT,
I don't know if it's still different.
When I was doing PT with a bunch of poolies, like people who were going into the military, they had, I think it's called IST maybe, or that might be the written one, but I'm not sure. But there's like one where you have to do a certain amount of pull-ups and like a certain amount of crunches, and you have to run a half a mile or a mile and a half in a certain amount of time.
Yep.
That was different based on whether you were male or female.
Yeah. It should be the same across the board. I want my teammate to be able to pull me from a ledge, and vice versa. I want to be able to pass that test so I can know that I'm reliable, that I can, pull someone, up if they need pulled up or something like that.
Yeah. And that's how it is now. Like, it's just like, it's different between genders, which, I mean, there might be like a statistical reason behind that, but I don't know. I'm just like pointing out that it's a thing, and I don't know enough about it to put my own opinion on it, but it's that's happening now in PT. They do that. It's different.
Okay.
At least
I couldn't
for where
tell
I
you.
was.
When I tried to join the army, I didn't make it anywhere past MEPS. I got to MEPS, did my physical, all that stuff, and just a few minutes before swearing in, I was told, "Hey, we're actually going to send you back. We don't want you." And I was like, "Oh."
Well, yeah, and in MEPS, you have to like lie about everything. You have to be like the perfect human being to actually pass.
Yeah.
I didn't do MEPS. I was just when I did PT, I went there like strictly as a guest. I wanted to go because I wanted the experience. I wanted to like push past my limits with my homies that were going in the Marines, and just be their like supporter, like, hey, I'm gonna do this with you. And then it came a time where one of the PTs, we had to run 3 miles, which my stamina horrible, the worst thing. Like, I can lift, I'm good at lifting. I was better at lifting than like at least 50% of the people that were there, which is very surprising in my opinion, because I'm a fucking twig, dude. Like, but I mean, I did work out quite a bit during school before then. But I was the actual like worst person, like the very last person when it came to running. My stamina is actual dog shit. We did 3 miles.
My cardio is great. I can't lift for shit.
Yeah, I wish I could fucking have better cardio, but we ran for 3 miles straight, and anytime we paused, we had to lay on the dirt, which was or grass and dirt. This was like still in the city or whatever. Or well, not really city. It's like just like in a suburban area. And we were running around, and we had to get on the ground for planks or whatever. Well, they would ask questions.
Oh, I remember those. Yep.
Yeah, they would ask questions, and there's 2 sides. Whichever side got it wrong, or if the one side got it right first, the other people would have to do burpees. And holy fuck, dude, our team sucked. Our team was dog shit. And I had to do so many burpees. And then on top of that, I was the very last. Someone had to go behind and run with me to make sure I didn't get too far behind, because I was so far back. And that was the last day I went to PT. That's all I needed. I pushed myself to the point where I literally
pull a line straight from Starship Troopers right into washout lane.
Yes. No, I would go until I either like threw up or almost passed out multiple times. Yep. I actually threw up only once. And that was the first day I did PT. Like, I pushed myself way beyond the limits that I thought I could. But like, dude, if you like, I got to that point. I'm glad I got to that point. I know where I can push my limits to now. I'm done. Yep. That's all I needed. And then I never went back to PT.
You're like, I never want to talk about this again.
I actually did. They did the written test or whatever. They made me do like a pre-version of that test 3 different times. I shit you not. 3 different times. Once because the first time I went to PT, the second time towards the last time I went to PT, and then I wanted to get my buddy the day off because he came back from boot camp, and he had to get his job while he was here for a month was to get other people, like kind of like a recruiter, trying to get people into the office with the recruiter type thing. And I was like, okay, he's gonna get the day off, I'm gonna go in. Oh my God, was that a bad decision? I was in that office for 3 hours, and they recognized me. I had to do the test again and talk my bullshit. And they almost showed up to my house to talk to my mom about bringing me into the military. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that, because I don't think I want to go in the military, which makes no sense because why would I be there? You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just trying to get my buddy the day off, bro. Like, and I ended up being there long enough, like, to where the day was already done for my homie. I was there for 3 fucking hours, bro. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah. No, I remember taking a preliminary written test. I don't remember if it was the ASVAB. I don't remember what it was called. I forget what stage the ASVAB is at. But I had taken some sort of written test where they would find out what I was good at and what I sucked at. And it turns out I'm good at everything.
I was pretty. I had
an open book for everything, and eventually, what I had tried to sign up for was either as a cook or as I can't remember the job, but I do remember it was 91 Charlie, and what was that? Utilities and equipment repair. That's what it was.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, so I was going to maintain firearms and vehicles and shit like that. Make sure everyone had their gear.
Be a field mechanic.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, the non-combat version of a combat engineer.
I do have to say,
if there were no combat engineers, then your boy.
Before my buddies that are now in the Marines, before they went to boot camp, I actually threw a party with them and a shit ton of other poolies at the time. And oh my God, was that a fucking awesome party. That nice. Shit was so fun. Plus you're with a bunch of people that are like chillers, because they're going to be Marines. They're respectable people, So Not very many bad things can happen with it because they have a future and shit. And they're not going to be like, fuck it, let's be dumb and shit, But that was really fun. But also I think the weird thing with the military, I guess MEPS kind of helps with the psychological part of it or whatever, even though you can just lie. I think instead of having math, English, general vocabulary and shit, or at least with that, they should have a psychological test or whatever.
Right. Well, it is part of the psych test because they want to know, my recruiters encouraged, keep lying, just tell them no, all that good stuff. They want you to be already of a state of mind to where you are disagreeable enough to where if you ever get captured, you're not going to give up information.
Oh, okay. That's smart. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I did hear that where they my buddies were they were just say no about anything, and I would hear them joke about it in the office and shit. Also, Marines, great people to be around, love them. I don't like the recruiters that much. I thought the recruiters were really nice people as people, but when they got the recruiter face on, it's very manipulative, and I really hate that.
Oh yeah.
It's very manipulative. Oh, dude, I'm really good at sensing manipulation in people and stuff like that because I'm not an idiot, bro. A lot of people that try to manipulate, it goes a lot of the times when they're talking about certain shit. You can see where sometimes the common sense part just it kind of goes into the not making sense, and if you have a well-rounded mind and you understand a lot of common sense and shit, you can kind of catch on to a lot of whenever they're just talking bullshit, trying to tell you.
When is he ever gonna pick up on the holes in impulse?
Shut the fuck up. It's oh
shit, I wasn't muted. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's when people can easily be fooled when they're oh yeah, there's all this good shit, good stuff.
Oh yeah,
benefits.
That's how you know there's a red flag somewhere.
Yeah, and if you have,
in all fairness, and this is common sense. In all fairness, they know, everyone knows that in the military you do have a chance of seeing combat, and in combat you do have a chance of literally fucking dying. So
yeah, and they never bring that up. They do briefly sometimes, but then they're like, but the benefits, you can have housing for free not for free, but for cheap for the rest of your life. You can be getting paid while doing something you actually enjoy.
Yep.
You enjoy the military, which you do.
And something I wanted was the incentive to business. If you wanted to start a business, they'll help you out. And I was like, you know what? I really want that. That would be free so college. Cool.
And it's it's they're wow. On top of doing this manly hands-on work, you can also be getting college credits and stuff, and you can be acknowledged as a college graduate. And it's like, oh my God, that's so cool. But then like, if you actually think about it and you're like, what would be the best way for them to get me to join? And you start piecing it together, and they're like, you're looking at all these good things that they're trying to tell you, and like, you're not seeing very many like negatives and shit. Like, you can kind of like see where it's like getting to the manipulative part. And I really enjoyed like whenever they would like talk to me.
It sounds too good to be true. It is.
Yeah, dead ass. Yeah, for real. I liked see, whenever they would talk to me, it always felt like they were interviewing me. I like to flip it around on them, where I would like, because a lot of people don't ask a lot of questions when it comes to like just general thing, like just stuff in general, you know what I mean? A lot of people, for some reason, a lot of people avoid like asking questions and stuff, which I don't know. Asking questions is really good in my opinion.
It is good. Like if you're applying for a job and whatnot, the interview is called an interview. It's not an employee interview. It is just interview. Ask them questions too. Yeah.
And it's always fun, like when you're in a recruiter's office and you ask them a bunch of questions and you can like stump them on shit. Like one time I was like, I asked one of the recruiters, like, oh yeah, I heard this myth about like people who have flat feet not being able to join the military or whatever. And I mentioned that because I have flat feet, and I was like, will that like affect me? And he was like,
so I can absolutely demolish you in a fight then.
Yeah, maybe. I'm pretty good on my feet. Nah, but
no, I'm kidding.
The only bad thing about flat feet,
let's be honest, you would destroy me.
The only thing about flat feet is that you can get cramps easier or some shit at the bottom of your feet, which is fucking awful. Horrible pain.
Oh God, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right.
I've never had that, but I do know what, like, because I get that in my knees.
Oh shit. Yeah, you know like the muscle that like lines like,
I'm sorry, not my knees, my thighs. But yeah,
like the inner part of your thigh or whatever.
Oh
like,
God, no, it's always the back. It's always the back.
Oh, the back.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm always scared. Like whenever I do leg day, whenever I do squats, I can feel like it get tense, like in the back of my leg, and that scares me. But I stretch, so I haven't had a leg cramp ever.
I don't.
Yeah, stretching is very, very, very important, especially when you're really sore. Stretching will help with that.
Well, I don't lift a lot. I just do a lot of walking and running.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like when you're trying to get into like lifting or whatever, they're like fucking the things that you learn is stretch and sip on your water. Never like drink a shit. That's with running as well, I think.
Yeah. You want to stay hydrated like consistently in small amounts.
Yeah, you just like take like between workouts, I always take a sip and then that's it, and then like it stays consistent. But what was I talking about? Fucking flat feet, right? I talked to him. I was like, he was like, what do you mean by flat feet? And I was like I don't have like an arch on the bottom of my foot. And I like showed him my foot. I was like, yeah, look, I don't have an arch on the bottom of my foot, which you can't really see it because I have black socks. But and he was like, he took his like foot out of his shoe and he was like, yeah, look at my feet, like they look exactly the same. And you could clearly see that he had like an arch on his foot. And I was like, does he not know what flat feet are? And it like he genuinely didn't know that it exists. I was like, oh my God, maybe it is true. These Marines are not the brightest people in the world, but I know
they're not the sharpest crayon in the tool shed.
Speaking of crayons,
you know the snacks.
Yeah. Dude, my buddy, like, he walked in like into like one of the barracks or whatever that they were in, and they were handing around crayons and they were taking bites out of it, legitimately. Like they were actually doing it, like they were doing it ironically, but it was technically unironic because they were still doing it.
Remember, take it back a few weeks to when I put out the short PSA. And remember, kids, doing something ironically is still doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what it was. And I was like, please don't tell me you took a bite. He did. He took a bite out of a crayon and ate it.
Oh fuck, he's never gonna live that down.
Yeah, of course. Dude. We always joke. Me and my buddies always joke about getting those two of my friends fucking like the like 64 pack of crayons with the pencil sharpener on the side of it.
Yep.
Giving them luxury, you know.
It's like, here you go, a delicacy.
Yeah, this is good. This is for you. Oh my god.
Nutritious, yes.
But yeah, with like lifting and all that, fucking, oh wait, foot cramps at the bottom of your foot. You know the muscle that like connects your big toe to like your heel?
Yep.
That's the one. That's the one where it like tenses up and it like locks, bro. It hurts so bad because you want to like the way I noticed that it like activates it is when you like you know when you like try to crack your big toe, you like bend it and it like it cracks.
Yeah, I just did it.
Yeah, it's like that, but like when you like bend your toe, it like when you stretch it out again, that's when it tenses up. And all you want to do is like curl your toe, but if you do that, it's gonna start like getting worse and worse. So you have to sit there and just like keep your foot straight and like hope to God that it goes away. And it's so bad, dude. And I have not had that happen, and I go out of my way. I in the past I did, but when I started working out again, I made sure that I stretch the bottoms of my feet, which oh my god, dude, so helpful. I'm glad that I haven't had a cramp yet.
Yep, no, stretching is very, very, very important. It really is. I used to lift. It wasn't always like that.
Yeah, the only reason I lift right now is because like I genuinely enjoy doing it, and like working out is always healthy for you. And one thing I'm with the whole PT thing, the reason I'm glad that I did that, and then also working out with my Marine buddies outside of that was really nice. Because actually, me and my buddy Mason, the Marine Mason, not Skater Mason, obviously we're talking about Marines here. We were in the same school, and we would always do strength training, which was all like lifting in school and stuff. And because I worked out with him, I got to like understand how to keep going, and like the kind of, instead of like lifting at your comfortable weight, lifting at a weight where you can barely finish it, and then towards the end go till fail. Because I mean, you can hurt yourself if you do that too much, but going to fail will help your muscles like get used to that like most of the time crazy amount of weight, and the next time you do it, you'll be able to power through it because you've already like.
What's that exercise where you're basically on your back and you're lifting with your legs?
Fuck.
I don't like that one. I've seen way too many videos where people's legs go backwards.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't do that one. For my leg day, I do I don't know the names of like workouts because I'm small brain and I forgot most of them. But I do squats, a plate on each side, which isn't really that much, but I do 4x12, which is a fuck ton. Like I go for reps because mass or whatever. And so I do squats, Romanian deadlifts, which is where you have like your legs barely bent and like it's all like leaning with your back and you stretch out like your back leg or whatever. But like the part where you get cramps, you stretch that out pretty much, and that's where you're building that muscle. And then I do the one where you like sit down like stationary, and then you have like a weight like that's pushed up against your ankles, and you push it up like that or whatever. Can't even see me. I'm invisible. Like you push your feet out like this, and you work.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I do that, and then I do the one where you lay on your stomach, and then you pretend this is my leg. You push it like this, and like work the back of your leg. You know what I mean? Like you're laying down. This is my ass. Bam, like that. And after that, I'll do a bunch of cab raises, which is the actual worst part. Fuck cab races, bro. But yeah, that's my workout routine for leg day, and 90% of the time I can't move my legs.
Well, with this new 9 to 5 I have, I get plenty of workout, and I'm always surrounded by heat too because I'm a cook by trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always good to have like two birds, one stone kind of job.
It's always, kneeling, lifting, crawling, standing, 50 pounds, cold, hot temperatures. It's a workout on its own.
Hell yeah.
Twisting, turning, it sucks. Is there
One thing
are
you
there
should
any
know: be
celebrities-
healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Be healthy,
Stay healthy.
everybody.
Stay healthy.
Also, eat good. I still need to learn how to do that, but
Yeah, eat for the love of God. Eat healthy and don't eat out too often. Honestly,
yes.
eating out too often can be so detrimental to your health that the only thing more harmful than that is stress. Stress will do you in like crazy. You may as
Mhm.
well be a smoker. Honestly, smoking is less harmful than being constantly stressed out. And a way to alleviate your stress is to eat healthy. Have a balanced diet. That will
Here's-
help so much in life. It's insane as to how much it'll help. Howdy, gentlemen. Lettuce head. How you doing?
What's
We're
up,
here
lettuce?
almost to hump day throughout the week. How you doing?
Mm-hmm. There was a good analogy that I seen with this comes with like the mental health part. And it was
Your
this
mental
dude.
health will be fantastic too if you have a balanced diet.
Oh yeah, and like if you're like going out of your way to like if you're working out and you're eating healthy and stuff, you will notice that you're trying to do good for yourself, and you will naturally be in a more positive state for that. But the analogy is okay, Jake. How much do you think this cup of water weighs?
Say about a pound.
All right. Now I hold this cup for an hour. What do you think that's gonna do to my arm?
Oh, your arm's gonna be sore.
Yeah, and now I'm holding the cup for an entire day. How heavy do you think the cup? I mean, the cup is literally the same weight, but like,
I was gonna say the cup's still a
arm
pound.
arm is gonna be fucked, right? So if you think of this cup, if you think of this cup as your mental health, and instead of my arm, it's my brain. If I'm holding on to one thing and I'm thinking about it constantly, and I'm not letting it out, you know, the weight of that object is gonna feel so much more the longer I hold on to it. So the more you stress about something, the longer you stress about it for, the more detrimental it's going to be to your mental health.
It's so true. It is so true. It's really hard to
that
deal
glass
with
of water
something
down,
that is
man.
really it's hard to deal
Pick
with
it up. Take a sip.
different things that happen in life that can help bring that can bring down your mood. From great losses to accidents to whatever, you know, all this stuff that can happen as life goes on, and as it does happen, it can be really hard to let go of those things. But one of the great things to help alleviate that is is just get out of the home and
take some time to focus on yourself.
Do something.
Hey, no.
Go to the corner store and buy a soda. Or go to the gas station, get yourself a piece of candy. Go to the gym, work out. Go do something. Experience new things. So if you have new experiences, whatever, you add that to your repertoire of experiences. If you go out and you experience things that aren't depressing, even if they're not great, if they're not bad, you help to add to your repertoire of experiences to lessen the effect of that bad experience. Just going out and doing things to sort of water it down, if you will, to make it more manageable, and then process that in a way you think is healthy.
Yes. Sorry if you noticed that I was laughing a little bit. My mom here. I just need to my mom sent me this.
Yeah, let me see. Notice that. How to prepare for a stream.
And then the cat's fucking taped up on the wall.
so true with both Xander and your little Furby.
Yes. I'll fucking do it.
What's her name? I keep forgetting.
Freya.
Freya. That's badass. That's badass. Another old timey name.
Yeah, my mom named her Freya, and it has a J in it, because it's like it's significant in some way. I don't remember what the significance is, but there is one. So yeah.
Can't lie, I finished Berserk. Shit had me sad. Berserk is.
I think that's an anime.
Oh, I haven't seen it. So but, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It had you sad. Let us said. I'm sorry.
Rip. I'm pretty sure Berserk is the one where they like the gods are pissed off at like people, and they're like, someone's like, hey, give the people a chance, have like these monumental figures in throughout history or whatever, beat the shit out of gods or whatever, like they fight each other. So it's like ancient gods fight historical figures.
What, like Alexander the Great and Sun Tzu, or
like great, like crazy, I don't know exactly who, but like strong, like historical figures that would whoop a god's ass.
Kratos.
Like that. Sure, yeah. Fucking Benjamin Franklin up in this bitch, bro, you know?
Right. Are there any celebrities or people who are well known, or big names in anything that you do like or are a fan of?
I would say some of my favorite celebrities would have to be like, who do I really? Okay, despite how he is outside of movies, I really like Mike Myers. I know that he's not like, I heard that he's not like the best person like off camera, but fucking Wayne's World is always gonna be like my #1 movie, bro. Like, oh my god, fucking love it. And for Christ's sakes, Donkey! Come on, really? Like,
yeah.
But, okay,
brilliant voice actor, brilliant actor.
Mm-hmm.
Funny
Jack
as fuck,
Black.
Dude.
Love Jack Black.
I think he I like him.
He definitely has moments where it seems like he's trying too hard a little bit. Yeah. But it's Jack Black. It's Jack Black. Like, it's
Steve-O. He always makes me laugh.
Steve-O. He is a bad, good come up story. Very good come up story from Steve-O.
I always love a rags to riches story. Those are always good.
Yeah. Definitely not someone to take inspiration from, though.
Yeah, no. That's why I liked Eminem initially. But lately it seems that he's selling out to the same people who shat on him at the beginning of his career. And I'm just like, damn, dude, selling your integrity. Damn.
Eminem is
great rapper.
He got old.
Great lyricist. Came up during the age of battling, like we were talking about earlier.
Definitely one of the greats, 100%.
Yeah. Timeless.
But like
becoming a shit person as time goes on. Like you said, he's getting old. And he's got to keep up his money somehow, so may as well sell out to the rich people. All right, sad ending. It's an anime. Sad ending. It's a 90s anime, and it's about the best friend of the protagonist gets backstabbed and technology getting the bad ending.
Okay, that was not the anime that I was thinking about.
I don't like technology getting the bad ending. I like technology. Come on.
Yeah, technology's kind of nice. Fucking nerd game, bro.
I like. Good names that I like. I'm a big fan of.
What? Okay, I'm sorry that I'm. This is gonna be quick. Fucking Dave Grohl, great human being. Dave Grohl, love him.
Oh yeah,
love him to death.
Oh yeah.
I would love to have a conversation with Dave Grohl.
One of the top 10s. I would have a beer with him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Have you seen the hot ones with him in it?
No.
He got the guy that like hosted drunk, like full on drunk. Because he like asked if he was able to drink on it, and then he got the other guy to drink with him, and they got fucking shit faced. It was great. It's so good, and he's just funny, awesome dude. Love the guy.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's a great presenter the whole way through.
Oh yeah, like top 10 people of all time, bro. Has to be.
Yep. Up there with Betty White.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Betty White.
Yeah. Well, she's dead, so.
Yeah. R.I.P. Betty White.
Yeah.
I hate that like she died 2 weeks before she was gonna be 100. You know how incomplete I would feel if that was me? Like I'd be like, I'd be dead, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But like.
I guess she wanted to spend the New Year's with her husband, or Christmas. Which was it? I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't even know how she died. I don't really know much. I just know that she did die.
Guess just peacefully in her sleep. I think
that's the way to go.
Yep.
That's the way. That's my goal.
Favorite
end game goal.
Fighter? Ooh, favorite fighter. fucking Kenshin Hamura Kenshin.
Fucking Jackie Chan, bro.
Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan. I gotta go with
The Rock.
No. Randy Orton. Wrestling. I love Randy Orton. Dude's a douchebag, but I love his aesthetic.
John Cena. There's something about John Cena. I really like John Cena. He's
good with Make-Wish kids.
Yeah, but like, I think I like it. He reminds me, like, have you ever seen like an anime where like the big like buff dude has like sparkles around him? You know what I mean? That's what I feel like John Cena would be portrayed as in like an anime.
Oh yeah. Like what was that? What was that really silly anime? Bo.
I have not seen that, but I've heard of it.
That's a good one. It's a good one. It's funny.
I need to see if that's on Funimation.
Rush Hour Jackie Chan was the best. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Fucking dude, some gold.
Who do I like? Big names. Jordan Peterson and John Butler, both brilliant when it comes to philosophy. I love their outlooks on life. I love how they encourage wholesome behavior.
Wholesomeness is greatness.
Regardless of thought, they definitely push for behavior that is conducive to a thriving community. I like how they have a focus on family when it comes to lifestyle advice, and local community, and taking social responsibility. Like if you're young, become a police officer. If you're older, get into philosophy and pass on advice that you collected throughout your years of experience. I like those two because they actually send out a positive message and messages that help people to be greater within their parts of society. My favorite writer was the motherfucker who made the Diary of the Wimpy Kid. He spelled it dairy, but I know he meant diary.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Nice.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yeah. I actually was thinking like outside, like with celebrities, favorite like voice actors, and I wanted to mention this because I've never told you this. One of my all-time favorite voice actors is a voice actor that sounds almost identical to Dan from the Game Grumps, and that's the reason why he's my favorite fucking voice actor. His name is Jerry Jewell, and if anyone has ever seen like Psyche, the Psyche K, whatever the Psyche, I forgot what the fuck the entire title of it was, but Psyche, a lot of people know who that is. He was the English dub for him, and like in that one he doesn't sound too much like Dan. But there was this anime that I watched a long time ago about music or whatever. It's not very good in my opinion. It was like all right. It was pretty mid for an anime, but it's called Show by Rock. There's parts that are really good, but there's also parts that are like okay, that's questionable.
Never even heard of it.
I don't know if I would recommend it unless like I don't know. It's got some cool music, but in that he sounds like evil Dan kind of. He's not really evil, but he's like a dark, a grim version of Dan, and I fucking loved every second of it. But yeah.
Robert Heinlein, author of The Man Who Sold the Moon and Starship Troopers.
Oh,
has to be Robert Heinlein. I think Tolkien's overrated.
I don't know who that is. I don't know writers.
Author of Lord of the Rings.
You already know that I didn't get that into the Lord of the Rings, man. Dude, my series was Harry Potter, bro. Wizards and witches, bro. Shit is fire.
Yep.
Shit is fire.
Okay, so we got actors. We got
Who's your favorite voice actor?
Voice actor? Oh shit. Give me a second on this one. I want to spend this opportunity giving the right answer.
Doesn't have to be anime. I do want to point out as well. Fucking.
I know it doesn't have to be anime.
Guy who voices SpongeBob is also one of my favorites. Fucking, I forgot his name for some reason.
He's very versatile.
Yes.
I don't think I have a favorite voice actor. I don't think I have one.
What about?
I don't think any of them have really stood out to me as being so impressive that I should.
What about Mark Hamill? You literally mentioned him, but oh, okay.
I don't think I think he's great as a voice actor. I wouldn't call him one of my favorites. There have been plenty of characters who have been voice acted that I've seen that have been very good.
Okay. What character do you think was best voice acted?
Oh shit. Shit. Fuck me. Whoever voice acted for whoever voice acted for General Grievous in this animated Clone Wars. I don't know who did him, but the dude did an awesome job.
Immediately when I think of General Grievous,
Uncle
I think
Ruckus,
of like,
damn it, I should have said Uncle Ruckus.
Oh my god, no way.
I've been about Uncle Ruckus for the past 2 weeks. How did I not pick Uncle Ruckus? Oh, it's embarrassing. I like to answer Uncle Ruckus. Lettucehead is a genius here. Lettucehead, thank you so much.
Also, I do have to.
What is the conspiracy theory you believe in? Oh shit. Well, what level of conspiracy? Epstein did not kill himself. Easy one.
I actually
kill himself and his book and his black book, including Will Smith and his wife as groomers. Prince, I think Harry or Henry, I can't remember which one it was. And a few others, including former President Donald Trump and a bunch of other big celebrities. Any level. Also the moon landing was real. I'm not that crazy.
Yeah, it was. Wouldn't it be more expensive to fake the moon landing? Or like harder to do? Because there was something that I seen. It was like Fact or Faked that did like a thing on it, where like they tried to like fake it, and they were like, yeah, this would have been like during the time, it would have been way harder to fake it than to just actually.
Well, yeah, there have been some footages of training videos that they did for like the training videos, like videos they took, footage that they had of the training that the astronauts had before embarking on the mission. Of course, you have to have training where it was edited, so people have faked those things. That does not mean though that the moon landing was fake. I believe we did do the moon landing, but there have been people who have faked the training videos into what they believe would have passed as footage from being on the moon. But yeah, that's a conspiracy theory I buy into, is Epstein didn't kill himself, and his death was a complete cover-up.
I believe in flat Earth. No, I'm kidding.
You are lying. I know you're lying.
What do you mean, dude? How, dude? Explain why Australia isn't upside down then. Yeah, you can't. See what I mean? Flat Earth.
Thank you for attending the Impulse Squared podcast. Jaden's fired.
Actually, okay. This is an interesting. I can't really think off the top of my head. There are some theories that I do believe in, but I can't think of exactly what they are. But one theory that I kind of like pieced together, I wouldn't say I was like the person that came up with it, but I kind of like discovered it on my own, is I don't say I really believe in it, but I have I thought it was cool to think about when I thought about it. But like aliens possibly being, I mean, I don't know how much I believe in gray aliens anymore either, because that shit, I believe that there's life out there somewhere. Obviously that has to be a thing, But
does it have to be a thing?
I feel like it's
what says that the presence of life as we know it here on Earth isn't completely a one-off.
I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt the chance. I feel like the chances are greater that there's more life than just us, than there isn't. And even just being, life that isn't as advanced as humans or whatever. I think there's definitely life out there.
During the JFK time, the CIA were experimenting in brainwashing. It's been confirmed, but it took a long time to get confirmed. No, it's that the information is classified, and it stays classified for for as long as it takes for a generation to get too old to do anything about it. Once learning that what they thought was true is true.
So the fun theory that I kind of like came up with a little bit is like gray aliens, right? They have big heads and like wider eyes, right? You got that. Those are like the specific like details that I got from it. And I was watching this video talking about like what people could be like in like many years from now or whatever. And one of the things is like their heads eventually would be getting bigger. Their eyes also would get bigger. And there was also a few different features that were like different, like thinner and stuff like that. And I was like, holy shit, future people kind of sound like aliens. So I was like, wait a minute. What if aliens are actually people from the future that came back to observe our past?
If time travel was possible, we would have seen it happen already.
Yeah, I mean it's just a fun theory to go by.
It is, but time being relative
is almost done. So
yeah, but time being as relative as it is, and a bendable and breakable dimension of our of totality. I believe, is it possible? Yeah, just not with our current technology. We're nowhere near. I'd say probably type 3 or type 4 civilization.
Isn't a type? Wait, what type are we? We're type.
We're
2,
not even
right?
type 1 yet.
Oh, okay, then we're just shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk about MK Ultra was an actual thing. They don't want to talk about that. You're testing drugs and shit. Man, let us you and I can have interesting discussions about conspiracy theories. Let's say the purge, like in the movies, did happen. Where would you go? I'd stay home.
Yeah, I feel like I live in a place, like I live in a suburban area in one of the cheapest apartments that there is. I don't think anyone's really coming after me, and I don't have enemies. No one's gonna want to kill me. No one has incentive to kill me. And
well,
they
don't have any reason to not kill you either.
Well, yeah, but like
they can get the thrill of it.
That
you live in a relatively calm area. What do you know?
Yeah, but I feel like people would target like the more middle class. I feel like it would be more fun to kill somebody that's like.
I wouldn't phrase it like that. I don't know how I'd phrase it, but I wouldn't phrase it like
that. Thinking from the mindset of a purger, not myself. I wouldn't go out of my way to kill someone, and I don't find it fun to kill anybody, okay? But I'm just saying, I feel like it would be a lot more fun to kill someone that is either middle class or higher class. I mean, it also gives a little challenge to it, you know what I mean? That might be a little harder to get. But I feel like it would be more fun to do that than someone who is poor. I'm not saying that I am poor, all right? I just say that I'm on the lower part of middle class. And there's a lot better game than myself for purgers, okay? Right. And also I have Nicolas Cage here to defend me and plenty of guitars to use as weapons. Yeah, and a katana.
And myself and my in-laws are all about 2A, so we're safe. We are very safe.
Like also, if you run out of your house, you're
Mexican
fucked.
border, I would just cross the border. That's smart. That's big brain.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Frosty, Canada, duh.
Frosty, remember you took Egg's mod.
I did do that. And I turned him into a VIP, which is it's valid. Okay.
It's valid. Fair enough. Anyway,
R.I.P. Robin for having Egg as one of her mods.
Damn. Is there some beef going on?
No hate against Egg. It's just if I'm gonna have a mod, I want it to be either a really close friend of mine, someone that I know in person, or like I'm really, really close to. Like,
that makes
for
sense.
Example, with you, I feel like I could trust you being a mod. You know what I mean? And or also, if I have someone being a mod, I would want them to be doing it full time, not just some random person who watches my streams and like, hey, you can have mod because you watch me. You know?
Yeah. Easy, big, long-term sabotage against someone you consider competition. He would go after you. Yeah, Egg would go after you for taking his mod during the purge.
I feel like I've got good chances against Egg.
Frost has been lifting lately.
Yeah. Look at this. Twig. Muscular man. Definition. Look at that.
See, if I tried that, my arm would go down. I have negative strength.
I'm just like, my arm breaks.
I think that's Well, we're over 2 hours, 2 hours, 12 minutes for the podcast. Damn, Frosty, this went better than I thought it would.
It is it is not our shortest podcast, 100%.
Yeah, it was just the two of us.
Yeah.
With no shortage of possible PR disasters. But
and we had no questions beforehand.
I live 100% by everything I said here today, and I will not say that those are hills I will die on. Those are hills I will kill anyone on. Come at me. Come at me. I've been breaking all the fucking moves there. Yes. I've taken debate class. I know about it.
The Rock steps in. Oh yeah. No fucking John Cena. Are you sure about that?
I want to see The Rock take on John Cena. Has it happened yet?
I'm sure it has.
I gotta look on YouTube. Anyway, that has been the podcast.
Yes.
To the ethos of the internet, if you're watching at this point, that means you've tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. This has been No Shami Squared from the Impulse crew. No, this has been No Shami from the Impulse Squared crew. Joined by Frosty, aka Big Frosty, right over there for me, over there for Frosty. But he's over there. Go check him out. Twitch.tv/bored to entertain, all one word, BORED.
Bored squared on G Fuel to get your discount now. I'm kidding. I'm practicing, all right?
You want if an exec from G Fuel checks this out, be sure to sponsor the boy here. Also.
I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be ginger flavor, but it's gonna be like the red snow cone, or not snow cone, but the red slushy flavor. Cause anyway, Frosty, you get it?
Don't forget to check out the links down below. ! YouTube. You don't never want to miss when we go live.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's been fun. Frosty, thank you for joining me. Make sure y'all check out the charities down below as well. We have 9 of them. Yeah. Each vetted by CharityWatch.org. We got 3 favorites on this channel, which is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, the Wounded Warriors Project, and the Trevor Project. Go and check them out. Love the work they do. StrikeTeam.org. Check them out. They help a lot of too many veterans commit suicide day in and day out. 20 veterans a day lose their lives to depression and PTSD. And they often, very often, too often, leave behind their families and loved ones. And that's what StrikeTeam.org is there to help out with. Help pay bills, put food on the table for a while so that their families have time to mourn and grieve. So check them out. That is StrikeTeam.org, STRYKE team.org. One more time, that is STRYKE team.org. Check them out. Love the work they do. Shout out to Brian. Frosty, anything else?
If you're watching on my stream, if you like the content, be sure to check out all the social links in the About section. And if you're watching this on YouTube, check out all the social links down below. There also are 10 social links, all but one of which are what he just mentioned. So anything that you heard from him, you already get the point. The only difference is me and him have different a different link for Ukraine.
Yeah.
So if you want to help people in Ukraine, there's that option.
Well, we finished our Ukraine fundraiser.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Our goal was $100. We had $145.50.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's fucking legendary. Holy shit.
Yeah, so I think we started another one. But yeah, go check it out. Support Ukraine. Get them some help. They need medical supplies. They need hygiene kits. They need food. Mm-hmm. Shout out to people of Ukraine for fighting against the monster that they are fighting.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better than myself.
Although I have been watching the news lately. Russia's getting their asses kicked by Ukraine.
Yeah. A lot more so than
we got this.
they got their fucking boots on the ground and they ain't fucking moving.
They do need help, but
that is true. They're getting a lot of help, which is nice. But give them more help. If you can, if you have money in your wallet right now, donate.
Give them help. Donate to Frosty. 100% proceeds go to Ukraine. There, I gave you work. I'm just kidding.
Also, if you're watching me, go check out Impulse. Go check out Impulse Squared and No Shami. Fucking great content. Awesome dude, as you've probably seen.
Yep. Twitch.tv/Impulse Squared and Twitch.tv/No Shami solo project starting soon.
Yes. The biggest brain that you'll be seeing on my channel for a while. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, I already said all that. So yes. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Stay awesome.
And be sure to stay